professional.
What's going on, guys? Cardfight Junkie here, about to bring you a deck profile. This is the new Pale Moon Break Ride that just got released in Japan. So yeah, this is my buddy Kenny. I'm trying to recruit this guy to my channel, start a Cardfight Junkie team. So yeah, that's it. Let's see what you got.
Alright, so I run the Silver Thorn starter. The effect is if she boosts and it goes through, I can soul charge her and then call check top 2 for a Silver Thorn unit and put in soul, and the other one goes to the bottom of the deck. So it sets you up for your soul,
right?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
So we have 3 Crossride Luquiers, Limit Break, Countless 1, call 1 from the soul, Silver Thorn unit, and then that unit gets +5. But you have to lock one of your own units. But then the +5 makes up for the missing units. So it's a free +1 for Countless 1. So pretty broken. Yeah.
Sounds
of course, she gets +2 as a base if you have Luquier in your deck, in your soul.
And she looks badass, so I'm not gonna lie. So that looks pretty cool.
So I run 3 of her.
Okay.
I run 3 of the big rides. I think her name is Marichika Pop Ava.
Perfect.
When she attacks, you can soul charge 1, so it sets up your soul, and then you get +1. So she hits for 12. But it's a choice, so you don't have to.
So what happens when you ride a grade 3 over?
So if I break ride with another grade 3, that the Vanguard gets +10, and then when you attack, you can swap 2 Pale Moon units back to your soul and swap 2 out. So yeah.
Sounds good. And then your other grade 3s?
Just because you don't want her as your main ride unit, you want her in your soul.
Right. So you can soul charge, right,
yeah.
and then cross ride from there.
So if you get lucky, you can. Well, it's not really luck, but then there's many ways to put her in soul.
So how often, like, do you consistently get her into the soul? Like, is it the times when you miss her? Sometimes not going so.
75% time.
That's good odds. Yeah, it's really good odds. So you have your
There's
Vanguard
so many ways to get her in soul. That's why.
Yeah.
You can use the break rides effect. So when you ride her, remember you can if you have this in your hand, you can actually put her in soul.
It's a soul charge.
Yeah. You can swap out.
Oh, swap, right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's a way to get her. Or you have other units like this one. If you check the top 2 and you have her, you can put her in soul.
Right. Okay, so there's a lot of ways.
So I run 8 grade 3s.
Okay. And let's see what you got for your grade 2s.
Grade 2s, I run 4 of these Silver Thorns. So as a Vanguard or a Vanguard, if she hits Vanguard, you can +1 and call 1 Silver Thorn from your soul to the rear.
Okay.
But that unit goes back to your soul at the end. But then it's like instant plus, and then it rushes your opponent really fast. And it helps for recycling effects, on-call effects, and get boosters or attackers. 3 12k beaters, Silver Thorn. Good for Crossrides. Hits for 12. 3 of the new 10Ks.
Vanillas, yeah.
And also she's a Silver Thorn, so that's important too. So she's all these are targets for soul charging effects.
So 11 grade 2s. So we got for your grade 1s.
4 of her. Silver Thorn, when she's called to the rearguard or Vanguard circle, you can soul charge. You can check the top 2 to soul charge a Silver Thorn unit. So she has the same effect as the Vanguard, except that she's on call. So she's good for recycling her using the soul. Like when you call out from the soul, you can use the effect again. So recycles like your deck, and like you go through like your cards really fast, so you can stack too if you have a long game. You run 4 of these. Same effect as this one, but as a booster. So if she boosts the unit and you hit, +1, call 1 Silver Thorn unit from your soul. So there's many ways to get your cards out of the soul. Mainly Silver Thorns. That's why I maximize my Silver Thorn units. That's why I run 2 of him. He's a Silver Thorn unit that hits for 10 if you have a Silver Thorn Vanguard. So good for like if you don't have any attackers and you have him alone, you can attack for 10k. And I run 4 Perfect Guards. One of the old ones because I couldn't find the 4th one. But then mainly because you want the Silver Thorn unit. Yeah, and she looks pretty cool too. Yeah, so I run 14.
14 grade 1s?
Yeah.
Okay. See that trigger lineup.
I run 7 crits because this deck doesn't give you draw power, so you want to run more draw triggers. Preference. So I just like 7 crits. You have enough rushing enough pressure that you don't even need the crits. So crits are always good though.
7 is still a good number.
Yeah.
Still aggressive. 5 draws?
5 draws, so 7-5.
Okay.
Good for any time, defense, offense. And then you can recycle this guy if you boost with him. It allows you to just soul charge if you hit and then put him back in the deck. So, and 4 heals. Silver Thorn unit.
Anything else that you want to say? Feedback? Regarding this build, anything else you would change?
Back then, Palmoon was pretty random in terms of soul charging.
Yeah.
So you had no way of soul charging like exactly what you wanted, and then recycle your soul back and forth. But this deck, like, you can pick your units that you need. Yeah, and the amount of pluses you get is higher than back then.
Let's do a quick scenario of typical situation, like when you have when you break ride, you have to use the ability and then swapping your field. See how the deck works.
So preferably you want to have the break ride first.
Right.
So let's just say at least these and so. Alright, and then I have a random field. Right here. You have this in your hand. Let's just say you have this still. You can always break ride.
Break ride.
Get +10 for the turn. And then the effect is that you can attack with these. And then the limit breaks effect, the break ride's effect, you can swap out cards.
Any two, right?
Yeah. So you can pick anything right here.
Okay.
Or you can call them back right here.
Right, doesn't matter. Yeah.
And then, for example, like the recycling part, you can recycle effect. She was called again. So this attacks, called again. So for example, the top cards are these two. So you check the top 2, and you see right here, you just roll the Crossride. You can soul charge the regular one. So you'll plus in general because you'll get the Crossride like this. Okay. Then put this to the bottom. Good, because it's not a trigger, and then thins out your deck for triggers too.
What's that one where you lock one of the units?
Oh, okay. So her effect is that you lock one of your units for count +1.
Yep.
And then you can call any of these, and then that unit gets +5 for the turn. So I can call this one.
And that gets +5.
Yeah. So that's 16.
Yeah.
So you can use both of the effects the same turn if you want.
Right.
So preferably I can, I already swapped out. So before I swap out, I can call already 2 units using that effect, like this.
So
next turn it was just unlock itself.
Unlock it, yeah. That's how it works. Cool. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos to come.
Thank you.
All right, Cardfight Junkie out.